Hey, it's Rachel from All About Planners. In this video I'm doing a review of the Dot Diary. I found this one at Officeworks. It's quite similar to the Otto dot grid notebook that I previously did a review of. I'll include a link below if you're interested. It is quite different, however, to their other Otto diaries, which again I also did reviews of. I don't know if you remember, it was the well-being, the goals, and there was also a business one as well. So this one is more of like a minimalist layout, which you could add a lot of color and decorating to, and it's not really going to clash with the colors of the planner, and it also has unlined writing space as well, so you don't have to worry about the really small line spacing that those other planners had. It is around about A5 size, probably about 6 inches wide by about 8-inch high cover. It is pretty thin, as you can see. It's probably only about 1 centimeter thick, and it has the usual like stitch binding, elastic band to keep it closed. Let's have a look inside. Now, one thing to keep in mind, the paper, it's nice and bright white, however it is very thin. It's only 70 GSM, so it's definitely going to have some ghosting. I will be doing a pen test, I'll include that link below. It's definitely going to have some ghosting, and I suspect some bleed through for the marker pens as well. If you're looking for a planner and page size and bleed through is really important to you, definitely go for 120 GSM or higher. 70, 100, they're all going to have ghosting. If you can find anything 120 or higher, that's probably going to be your best bet. So it has these current planner pages. The columns are really narrow, however, so you can probably only fit someone's name for like a birthday, or maybe some colored dot stickers, and then have a color coding reference, you know, like holidays, school, due dates, assignments, all that kind of stuff. Got the dates of the glance calendar. I really like that the weekends are in bold and clustered together. Looks good. Now it is an Australian planner, so it has the Aussie holidays as well as the New Zealand ones. Really like that they separated out by state. Contacts pages, not sure why they include that, but it would make a really good password log. You could easily just rewrite over the top of that. Then they have this little like tip thing here. Kind of similar to, I guess, their Otto dot grid, which is kind of just a takeoff of bullet journaling or another version of it. I'll have photos of this if you want to read it all. There's symbol key pages, the index. So again, they've got like the page number reference. However, oddly enough, there is no page numbers pre-printed, so this kind of doesn't really make sense to me. You're going to have to add your own page numbers. Okay, this is why I really wanted this planner. So, if you follow me, you'll know that I absolutely love this type of layout. Days of the week, on one side, I don't need a lot of space. I really only use this for blog planning, and then I have a whole bunch of space for lists on the right. Really am getting converted to dot grid paper. I used to be very against it, and now I love it because it's so much easier to just draw little checkboxes because the dots are already there. The spacing of these is pretty good too. It looks about 1/4 inch, so not too close together. So going back to the weekly spread, it's a pretty open-ended box. It does say priorities up the top here, but you could just ignore that and use this extra space for meal planning, or just pretend that the line continues and just do, you know, the whole box for one thing. Totally up to you. Starts on a Monday, and then the weekends are combined. One thing I'm not particularly loving is this kind of weird dates at a glance calendar down the bottom. I don't really understand why you would include a dates at a glance calendar on a weekly spread. Kind of just wastes space. I mean, you've got the annual overview calendar that I showed before that you can just refer back to. So it would probably be better if it was like Saturday, extending down to here, and then, you know, Sunday from there across. But minor con, doesn't really take up much space, so you could always cover it up with some washi tape as well if you didn't like it. So same weekly layout the whole way through. As you can see, there are no tabs in this planner, so just keep that in mind. Now when a month ends, it just continues on the same week. As you can see, July to August, and then the 1st. The weeks are printed up the top corner, so you could kind of find them a bit easier when you're flicking. And then, if I keep going to the back, as you probably noticed also, I should point out, there is no monthly calendar with this planner. It's just the weekly spreads. So I don't really use a monthly calendar, hence why I really like this, because you're not really carrying around extra pages you're not going to use. It has some grid pages at the back, which again look about 0.25 inch spacing. Quite a lot of these pages too. And then, if I keep going, at least the pages lay flat pretty much on their own too, by the way. See? Not too bad, especially for a stitched notebook. So after the grid pages, there is some lined, and there's also one bookmark as well. At the very back is a pocket folder, which is just cardstock. Nothing in it, doesn't come with any stickers or anything. It does have a pen loop, which I thought was a nice little extra. And the Otto ones are always quite affordable. However, I got this one on sale and it was only $6. I liked it so much and it was so cheap. I actually got 2 copies of it because I do really like the weekly layout. So it was on clearance. It's only August at the moment, and this planner starts in July. So if you're in Australia, go to Officeworks like 1 or 2 months after they release their planners, and they will go on clearance. So that is it for this video. Just a simple horizontal and dot grid planner. So if you're into bullet journaling but you do like a bit of a structured weekly spread, this could be a good option. I'll include those links below to the other reviews of Otto planners that I've done. Hope you found it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe. I usually post a couple of review videos each week.